All right, y'all, we here, man. Welcome to another edition of Wake and Pack People on a Thursday morning. Good morning to all. Good morning to y'all. Um, we are welcoming another addition to this coaching staff, y'all, and I guess we will follow the trend. I didn't even plan for it to be this way this week, introducing the coaches, but we will just continue because there's been a lot of changes in Green Bay and still more to come. Things are still shaping into form of this coaching staff that we want. So actually, it's all been about Halfley, you guys, Coach Half. It's all been about the defensive side of the ball. But does that mean that Matt LaFleur is going to just say, oh, you know what? Offense is good. We don't need anything. We don't need to change anything. No, that is not the case with Matt LaFleur. So Matt LaFleur has hired ex-Packer, you guys, ex-Packer Miles White. Okay. Just get down on his whole kind of career. Not something. It was like he had like a total of like 17 receptions his whole career. I mean, nothing big, nothing major. Undrafted free agent. We signed him for a year. At the time we signed him, he thought that he could take the top off of a defense for us. He's a speedy type guy. And at the time of 2014, when we had him, we had we had big boys. We had bigger receivers, more physical receivers. So he just didn't fit, and we ended up cutting him in order to re-sign James Jones, bring him back into the fold. So I think that was a success. But that also shows people another lesson, right? Even me, higher point of view. I had me a little job before I went to college, before I took the little college serious in football. I had me a little job, just making me some money for the summer, whatever I had to do. And, I knew I was playing football. I knew I was going to leave, I was going to do some ignorant shit like my last day of work there, middle finger to all y'all. I'm going to play ball, da-da-da-da-da. But I didn't do that. Why? Because OG always told me, man, wherever you leave, no matter what it is, whether you was living with somebody, whether it's a job, you get a new job, be nice on your way out because you never know. You might need them again. And then, hey, quiet as kept. Years later down the line, I didn't make it in football. I needed me a little gig. Who did I call? I'm like, hey, y'all, oh, what? Come on, Stu, you good. So that's what I'm saying. I could have left. F y'all, I'm going to play football. I'm going to NFL. That's what I was thinking. But, I didn't make it. It didn't happen. I was able to make that call and come back. So, hey, everything comes full circle. The Packers cut him. He could have been like, fuck the whole Packers organization. I worked hard. They needed a speedster. They didn't have nobody fast on their team. I could have really helped them. They cut me, But no. What did he do? He went on to SMU, quality control coach. Went on to Stephen F. Austin. I don't know where that is in the year of 2021, but that's where he got his first wide receivers coaching gig. After that, same gig, Miami of Ohio, 22 and 23. Now he is Green Bay's assistant wide receiver coach, Miles White, people. And one thing again, we'd probably known him as a player or knew of him as a player. He does have one Lambeau leap under his belt, although it was in preseason. His only touchdown is when he played for the Giants after he cut us. After we cut him. Let's see who the fuck in the building, man. Shout out to Goat Mike Fitness, man. I don't know about that. We're going to be the first, goddammit. Why not the first? If we could be the second, we could be the first. Now, if you came in here and said we the third, Goat Mike, or we the fourth, I'd be like, all right. But if you say we the second, just the Packer in me, just what I just seen this last year of the teams that are still involved and the teams that we would have played, should have played, could have played, the teams that we would have beat, should have beat, could have beat. I think we could be the number one team next year, but that's just me. John Boehning, good morning, bro. Hey, you already know when John Boehning is in the building, what do y'all do? Hit that like button. Hey, welcome to 420 HPOV Boulevard. John Boehning got the device. Milto got the device, y'all. Hey, they keep me informed on who's watching, who's commenting, who's liking, So, hey, show some support. You watching every day, hit the motherfucking like button. It's free as hell. That's one. Hey, you could get your good deed of the day out of the way. Early in the morning with HPOV. Hit that like button, y'all. Hey, it's very, very huge. That's all we got. You know what I'm saying? Listen, This is how I'm looking at it. This team that we have right now, as is, if we just bring the same team back, I think we'll be fine. And that's never the case. Every year is different. Brian Gutekunst said. So, we just gotta, still think big. Hell yeah, my boy Ernie Martinez is in the building. Good morning to you too, bro. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's another thing, man. We got to figure out. The thing I don't understand is who are they going to go for in free agency and who are they going to go for in the draft? They got to have an idea at this point. We just don't know. They got to have an idea like, okay, draft, we're going to get our safety. Free agency, we're going to get our linemen for depth. Draft, we're going to get a corner. Free agency, we're going to bring in a linebacker. I don't know how they're going to slice shit up. Okay. Shout out to my boy Blake 22, man. Good morning to all Packer Nation. Goddamn it, you already know. Listen, at this point, we are so good as a team and so well-rounded that this is the actual time that in a draft, regardless of what the fucking position is, we can draft the best player available. I think we're at that level right now. You know what I'm saying? We are no longer in the days Packers have to draft a wide receiver. We are no longer in the days Packers have to draft an offensive tackle. Hey, 3-4 months ago, I was screaming, hey, we need to get the best tackle out there. I don't give a fuck. We need to get the best tackle out there. The emergence of Rasheed Walker's got me kind of backpedaling. David Bakhtiari possibly coming back has got me backpedaling. We still need to draft for the future as far as linemen, so we can still do it, but I don't think we need that right now. That's a very good possibility. But to me, sometimes if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'll keep them both. Runyon, because again, the O-line shuffle is going to happen. If you guys are not familiar with the O-line shuffle, that is the great job that Adam Stenavich did 2 years ago when we just had terrible injuries on the offensive line, and he still kept us afloat. All right, hey, you playing guard this week. You playing center this week. We're going to put you at right tackle this week. Every week, it was a revolving door, it seemed like we had, of offensive tackles, guards, whatever. So I would take Runyon and Dillon. You already know how I feel about Dillon. But Runyon, hey, for depth and in a pinch, if somebody's hurt, you're going to miss a game or two. Runyon is fine, knows the system. I'd rather have him in there than to bring in a whole new rookie, and we got to go through this whole little deal with them. Although the way we draft in this recent last 3 years, especially offensive linemen, we don't have no issues. I hope both of them do. Meaning Nixon and Jones. Savage, I am on the fence about it. Savage, I've seen enough, and then I've seen enough, right? I've seen enough of the good shit he did, but then I've also seen enough of the bad shit he did. Now, if Hafley can see his skill set, whatever he remembered from Savage in his scouting days or whatever, I'm sure he is familiar what Darnell Savage is. Coming out of the draft, Darnell Savage, his upside was just his athletic ability, his speed, his measurables. He still got to have some of those, right? It's just the coaching that we got to get to it. We all want to talk about Savage, but who his coach was? It was Joe Barry, so that's different. Savage might be a different Savage under Hafley. And I have seen Savage at times, number one, always on the field is a leader. Savage is a leader on the field. He's a vet on the field. And with the youngest team in the NFL, we need more vets. We got to pick our vets. We got Savage. We got Uncle P. We got Aaron Jones. We got A.J. Dillon, who's a vet at this point. Vet leadership is important. They've been a part of this system. And, Nixon, how do you just let go of an all-pro? I don't give a fuck what position he's in. You don't let go of an all-pro returner. If he can just focus on returning and we do a good job at drafting a nickel, nickel kind of corner, guy who ain't going to be in there, like starting in base. But, when nickel gets called upon, I think there is better than Keyshawn Nixon out there, even in the draft. If we just pay Nixon to be the best returner he can be, I think it'll pay us dividends. It paid us dividends in a motherfucking divisional round, goddammit. That play he did totally changed the game. We should have won the game, but we ain't going to go there. Yeah, and then again, let's not be mad at Nixon for getting burnt and doing this and that. He's being put in a position that he's not really supposed to be in. When he came through and came in, he was a special teams guy only. We ended up getting injured at the position. Eric Stokes, Jair Alexander. We ended up trading away Rasul Douglas, so Nixon had to play. So, hey, that's asking a lot, especially for a Jair 2.0. But again, we have the draft capital to do so. And as far as Quay, he definitely needs a running mate. And again, I'm like a guy who just wants to keep everybody. Why? Keeps continuity going. It keeps communication better. Dre might communicate to these guys in a way where, you know, it's easy to transfer over from Hafley to this guy. Dre could be like, oh, remember the last call last year when I say this, what Barry was doing? Well, this year, I'm going to say the same thing Barry was doing, but that means do this. Sometimes you got to do that when a new defense comes in, a new defensive coordinator comes in. It's going to take time, you guys. Week one, now look, week one, we might shut a motherfucker out 0 to whatever. But week one, we cannot expect this defense to just come out firing on all cylinders. Well, definitely. I would say that Rudy Ford plays with his chest. You know, I would say at times, Jonathan Owens, and at times, Anthony Johnson Jr., at times, Savage. That's what I'm saying. It's a fine line, bro. Coaching, you know, some people look at coaches, they just on a sideline. No, coaching means a lot more than y'all think, bro. It could literally mean just a, I'll tell y'all, man, I've been on teams where dudes was getting playing time just because their coach was fucking their mama. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got nothing to do with X's and O's. Sometimes shit work out like that. I would definitely keep him as a returner. I mean, you know, CBA has a little to do with that, Goat Mike, you know, practice times when we can practice this and that. But please believe me, man, this team will be prepared. And Hafley is a guy, man. Like, again, he's X's and O's guy. Like, he pays attention to each game plan and he treats it as its own entity, man. Oh, we playing the Giants this week. He's focused on how do we stop the Giants. He's not focused on, oh, I'm just going to run my defense. And it is what it is. If they could beat it, they could beat it. If not, if not. He is a guy who actually looks at opponents and really tries every exercise, every option into, you know, displaying their weaknesses and dictating. Okay. I have to disagree. I think Rudy Ford might be leading the damn team in interceptions still, and he ain't played a whole lot. You know, he has his flaws, but I know a ball hawk when I see one, and he is a ball hawk. No matter what you say about a ball hawk, like, they just find a way to get that ball, man. Against Detroit, first game, 2 plays into the game, he picked it off. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at Rudy Ford at all. He could stay. Well, I think that's what he doing now, Goat Mike. It takes a little time, bro. You know, this ain't Madden. It ain't like, all right, grab this guy, put him here, grab this guy, put him here. It's like, does this guy fit in my system? Is he capable of doing what I ask him to do? You know, it's a little deeper. Hey, and within them 3 games, Goat Mike, that motherfucker had more picks than anybody else on the team. You know what I'm saying? Maybe somebody crept up and was better than him or beasted him or got more picks than him, but I don't think so. I think Rudy Ford was probably our leading interceptor this year. You know, correct me if I'm wrong. You know, should have been signed by who though? I think we didn't. You know, that whole Adrian Amos whole deal. I think we didn't did what we did. Hey, we enjoyed it, but I just think it came to an end, man. He was starting to slow down. He was starting to slow down. And, you know, he wasn't that safety. He was the epitome of a safety where you ain't going to hear his name much. You know, he ain't going to do a splash play. But, again, they say in football, if we ain't saying your name, we ain't screaming your name, it's a good thing. That just means you're doing your job. So, I don't know what you're trying to say there. But, yeah, so, you know, back to this assistant wide receivers coach, man. Clearly, we already had one, variable, you know. But again, Matt LaFleur, it's just not enough. He wants these receivers to get better. Choose this, you know, this guy that we have coming in. And again, he was, just because we don't know him, don't mean other people didn't know him. there was this little poll or whatever that went out, top coaches under 35, and he was in the top echelon of that. So for us to jump on and catch on early, he's not like Hafley with years and years of experience going to 5-6 different programs. No, he's only been to 3 or 4 in entry level quality control coach. Like, that's an entry level coaching job, right? So, he is just in the beginning of his shit, and specializes with slot receivers. So, he's going to be working with Jaden a lot. But, again, I think it's a good grab. Getting younger is better. And again, just because we don't know him doesn't mean that he ain't good. Yeah, but it's a fine line, go, Mike. I mean, everybody one week want to say, keep this guy, get rid of this guy. And then the next week, get rid of that guy, keep this guy. How do you think the executives feel, right? When us Packers channels come out here every week and this other week say, we need to get rid of this guy and need to get rid of this guy. No, maybe we need to coach him better. No, maybe we need to put him in a better position. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all got to really read between the lines. Ain't fucking nothing wrong with A.J. Dillon. Nothing at all wrong. I think he's an elite player, above average player, but, Okay, so now this is what I want to talk about, go, Mike. And then again, we can put Charles Woodson in there, Al Harris to a lesser degree. We had motherfuckers on here talking about we should hire Charles Woodson as a coach. Upon further research, this nigga don't even want to coach. He ain't even thinking about it. He ain't even worried about it. He got Woodson whiskey out there. He got his own wine out there. He's on fucking Fox TV analyzing college football. That motherfucker don't want to be a coach. You can't just grab any player you think that was good for the organization and say he should be a coach. That's why I like this signing, because it's like, oh, who is this guy? Well, he did play for the Packers for a cup of tea, but how is he a coach? Bro, the best players do not always equate to the best coaches, man. You seen Magic Johnson coach. You seen Larry Bird coach. Why? Oh, if that's the case, Michael Jordan should be a coach, right? He owns a fucking team. He's sitting right there every game. Why is he not coaching? Because he can't. The best player in NBA history, Michael Jordan, cannot coach the game. It's different. It's different from being a player, seeing things a certain way, seeing things your way, and making it work for your way and being great that way. But trying to relay that to other players from different walks of life, different time frames, different skill sets. What happened with Kwame Brown? Kwame Brown wasn't so bad as a player, but when you're playing with Jordan and he's expecting you to be Jordan of your position, it's not going to work. You know what I'm saying? Same thing for Al Harris. Oh, bring Al Harris in. Now he is coaching, okay? I ain't seen Charles Woodson with a headset. I ain't seen that motherfucker even willing to even say anything about coaching. So why is we just saying he should be a coach? What the fuck are you talking about? He don't even coach. Al Harris don't even have a playbook. He's a hands-on coach. They have different kind of coaches out here. Y'all got to do y'all research and homework on the actual game of football, bro. Al Harris is a more physical coach who could go out on the field and show you things with technique, show you situational things, but it's with the headset on and base cover 3. He ain't calling plays like that. He don't have his playbook, okay? So that's just letting y'all know that just because a motherfucker's good on the field doesn't mean he even desires to be a coach. Charles Woodson is not even thinking about being a coach, and he said it, bro. There's a tweet where he's like, I'm not thinking about coach. I'm not a coach. So for people to just, hire him. What the fuck you mean hire him? He's not a coach. Well, now we just dreaming, Goat Mike. Hey, sign Bill Belichick while we at it. Okay, well, if you have been watching this channel, Goat Mike. If you've been watching, we just got that guy you talking about. We just got that rah-rah guy you talking about, Coach O, defensive line coach. You will see. You know what I'm saying? We doing all this shit in front of you. You say we need this and that. Well, we're getting this and that. We're getting it. That's cool. They will have the energy, but again, you could take a horse to the water. You can't make it drink, man. Joe Barry could call a perfect play. Keyshawn Nixon missed a tackle. He could call a perfect play. Rashawn Gary over pursues. Whose name? We just call him Coach O. Okay, he got some African shit as his last name. All that shit. Coach O, defensive line coach. Wake and Pack probably 2 days ago. He was the thumbnail. That's who he is, Coach O. I just don't want to, fuck up and butcher his name. So I'm sure the players will call him Coach O2. Nobody feel like, saying all them syllables and all that shit. We'll end up figuring out what his name is, but we just call him Coach O. Boston College. He was there with Hafley, defensive line coach, man. He's the rah-rah guy. He's going to get up after a third down and we get a sack. He's going to be the one jumping up and down, screaming on his Robert Saleh shit, bro. So we got these guys coming in, these guys that we hoping and wishing for, we got them. There was days 5-6 years ago, I'm like, or however long ago, man, we need somebody from the Shanahan tree. Now, it wasn't who I thought we would get, but when we get Matt LaFleur, it's like, well, damn, we got a guy from the Shanahan tree. Well, damn, we're winning 13 games a year. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to Packers Kingdom, man. My boy Taylor Bell, man. Bro, we got everything. You know what I'm saying? We are in perfect position, Taylor Bell, and you know it, man. Again, shout out to Packers Kingdom. We got stuff, cooking up, boiling up. Shit gonna happen, y'all. So be on the lookout. Definitely, but that's football. That's what you learn. That's just something. If you want to do it, you're gonna do it. If you don't want to do it, you're not gonna do it. Do you think at this time in the NFL, these kids has been playing football their whole life? You learn how to tackle in Pop Warner. You damn near learn how to tackle in flag football. So why should these NFL coaches be teaching motherfuckers how to tackle? You grown ass 22, 23, 24-year-old man who play football your whole life. You don't know how to tackle yet? That's why I don't understand niggas in the NBA. Oh, he can't shoot. You're in the fucking National Basketball Association. You can't shoot. You got motherfucking niggas 7 foot shooting threes. Why the fuck you can't shoot a three and you a guard? You know what I'm saying? I just don't get that shit. Especially with the money these dudes is getting paid. I take a whole off season, whole summer. Some people do it. Kobe wasn't always a sniper from the outside. Kobe and mid-range dude, but after a while, Kobe had it all. Why? Because he worked on it. We're going to get a little mix of all that, go, Mike. It ain't just going to be one thing. We're going to get a mixture of all. We got motherfuckers walking around, LVN over the middle, all kind of shit. Finally taking my first hit 22 minutes into this shit. Where is Zane Strong when you need him? Zane, where you at, dog? Shout out to my boy TR. Good morning, man. Yes, we were, but let's be honest. The whole NFL tackles poorly, man. The whole NFL tackles poorly, man. It's just a forgotten art. I don't know if it's just because of the CBA, practice times, this and that. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But it just comes to me from the individual. Once there's been times where I'm in the backfield as a player. I think I got the guy. I go in for my little tackle. I tackle air, face full of dirt, face mask full of, got to pull the grass out my face mask. After that happens to you a couple times as a player, like you get prideful, man, and you don't want that kind of shit to happen. That's embarrassing. That's like getting crossed over in basketball. It's like getting dunked on in basketball. You don't want a motherfucker making you look crazy. So I think that's really more so from the individual. Now, you can emphasize it every day in practice, though, but I don't think they're doing it. But again, at this point, for NFL players to be missing the way the tackles they do, I'm thinking, like, is the training the same? Like, I don't know, because we did tackle drills all the time. We will see. We will see. It's all about Hafley. Hafley's vision, he don't see it as we see it. We just fans, bro. He's literally in there with the whole roster on the paper, with Rich, with Matt LaFleur, them telling them all honest opinions on all these players that we have, and they're trying to see if they fit the scheme. Okay? I don't even remember how we tackled in 2011. You know what I'm saying? Again, tackling is just a lost art, man. Yeah, seriously. It's an art, man. It's an art. There's, and then sometimes again, when the shit's flying, I understand. You just forget about shit. When you're running full speed, just take your mind into a football player's mind, right? So you got a linebacker. His job, his assignment is not the running back. He's to guard the tight end. So he's out there. The tight end does a fake route. Linebackers guarding tight end. And then all of a sudden, the running back comes his way with the ball. I'm just coming from focusing on his tight end, guarding him. I'm not thinking about tackling. So now it's just instinct. I'm going to come over and now try to tackle this running back. I might not have the best angle because I was just dealing with this tight end who I was guarding. I might not, I might, be running too fast at the time. It's so many variables. But yes, I would say it's more of an art because there's the epitome of a tackle. Hey, all fours, hey, you have to stop before you make a tackle. You can make some tackles on a run. Those sometimes are big hits. Perfect timing. He's running fast. You're running fast. You just run your shoulder into him. But the tackle science is, hey, break down, get in your stance. He knows where he's going. You don't. So when the running back is right in front of you, he knows like, oh, I'm a fake left and then go right on his ass. You know what I'm saying? You don't know that. So you're either going to take a guess and get a face full of dirt, or you're going to break down, stop, and see if he could get around you that way. If anything, you'll make him hesitant enough to where somebody else could come and make the tackle. Hey, I ain't mad at that. There's mixed feelings about Picasso, though. Some say it's art, some say it's bullshit. And then again, let's all be real. Good artists don't copy, they steal. Okay, that just still, hey, I made this shit up. Fuck it. That happens in hip hop all the time. Stealing the way people rap, stealing beats, stealing concepts, and then they just say it's theirs. A lot of Dr. Dre's beats weren't his initially. It was somebody else's beat that they was just stuck on, and Dr. Dre added his theatrics to it, and he gets the Grammy for it. That's just how the shit go. Well, yeah, I think you're very capable of that, Goat Mike, the way you be doing that shit in the gym. Shout out to my boy, Mr. Vice President. I'm chilling, dog. Thank you. Hey, thank you for checking in, bro. Hey, hit that like button if you can. Oh, well, yeah, TR's a man. Hey, TR's Picasso, man. Hey, I don't know if TR played outside a middle linebacker, but hey, I'm sure TR knows how to break down and make a tackle, man. That was an art in his day, and even in my day, that like, bro, tackling was like, as soon as you get up in there, like, just like an NBA player or an aspiring basketball player, the first thing I would think you learn how to do is to shoot, right? I mean, dribbling comes after when your skill set, because again, when you're coaching 6-year-olds, there's double dribble, traveling, and all that shit. They ain't thinking about dribbling. So the first thing you do as a basketball player, in my mind, is fucking learn how to shoot. And you got motherfuckers at the highest level in the NBA that cannot shoot. You got the motherfuckers at the highest level in the NFL that cannot tackle. I just think it comes from within. You don't see Fred Warner missing too many egregious tackles, right? You don't see Roquan Smith missing too many. It's something that you have to want to do from within for sure. Gary needs to use everything. Club, Reggie White, club, spin move, motherfucking swim move. You know what I'm saying? Shit, Zane. Well, initially we was talking about our boy, our new assistant. Okay, he's not the wide receivers coach. Vrabel's still there. He's doing his thing. Assistant wide receivers coach, Miles White, ex-Packer from 2014, undrafted free agent. We ended up having to let him go for a roster spot because we wanted to sign James Jones. But now, he is helping with the wide receivers. He specializes at the slot position. So expect him to be working with Jaden Reed a lot. And, he was a speedster. So I'm sure he's going to be helping Christian Watson how to, harness, how to use his speed in different ways, bro, to save him from fucking tearing his hammy or doing whatever the fuck he's been doing. Well, Goat Mike, when you're in an attacking defense, which we have now, when you dictate, where you don't just say, all right, do what you do, we just going to keep it in front of us. No, we're dictating what you do, okay? You got to look at us. This is like a defense that plays offense. Offenses, oh, I'm going to do what I do. I'm going this way. You just stop it. Defenses, hey, we dictating this. We ain't just letting it come to us. We're going to do the blitz. We're going to do the stunts. We're going to confuse you. I'm trying, TR. Hey, that's what I try to do every day, TR. Maybe sometimes more than others, but hey, thank you for acknowledging that, man. And for you to say it, that means the world to me. Oh, well, yeah, that's the name of the game. I did a whole lot of that myself, man, for sure. Well, yeah, bro, you don't want to get embarrassed. See, every game I had people in the stands. Every game I had a OG homie from the hood come through, or I had, big bro was always there, uncles and all that always there, girls fighting for my jersey in the stands. Like, I couldn't be embarrassed out there. That's why I balled out every game. Oh, well, hey, let's remember though, there was a lot of people who didn't like Jordan Love for no reason, for nothing. All he did was get drafted, and y'all motherfuckers talking shit about the dude, and he ain't even took a snap yet. And fuck the snaps in preseason. Fuck the snaps at Kansas City where he came in on a pinch when Aaron had COVID. Y'all didn't get this motherfucker a chance to begin with. Yeah, well, Zane Strong, of course, in typical Zane fashion, he pretty much says my next thumbnail. That's tomorrow, dog. We're gonna talk about him tomorrow. Cause I just seen that too. We got to get all these coaches out the way now. We already talked about Coach O. Now we talking about Miles White coming up in here. Tomorrow we're gonna talk about him. Shout out to Monica and Nia and this bitch. You already know how I do it, Monica. Every day is a good day. You know what I'm saying? Every day is another 24. Opportunity to do whatever you want in that day. We all got the same amount of time. Motherfuckers gonna sit around jack off all day. Cool. I'm jetting and I'm gonna go get some money. Shout out to your husband too. Shit, how many years I play? I mean, I pretty much played my whole life as a youngin', Pop Warner, all that shit. The furthest I went to was junior college, junior college. And that was my fault. I could have went further, but I just started getting hoes pregnant. Oh, but we already did, bro. Now the seats weren't close. It ain't like she was in the front row, but she was in the suites. When you in the suites, you good. You got motherfuckers coming by. Oh, did you want some more water? You want a steak? You want a shot of vodka? That's the suites is a different, better life. I used to think of the suites like, well, I'm gonna pay extra money to be in there. But then when you see how you get treated in there, it's different. You know what I'm saying? But me, I'd rather be amongst the people. I'm in the crowd talking shit and almost fighting. So that's what I like to do. You already know, man. Hey, thank you, John. Hey, y'all hit that like button in this bitch. Hey, don't tell me that. That'd be a dream. But actually, to be quite really 100% honest, I wouldn't even want to play for the Packers. As much as I love them, you guys should know how I feel about inclement or cold weather. I want no part of it. 100% California. I don't give a fuck. Soon as it get 50, soon as it get 50, 45, I start getting nervous, man. I don't like that shit. Hey, we did that too. We used to call that shit nigga ball though growing up. I don't know what y'all called it, but we called it nigga balls. Basically, we just throw up the ball, somebody will catch it, and you just got to tackle that nigga. As soon as he get tackled, he got to throw the ball, and the next person get the ball. That's what we call nigga ball. It kind of helps you with your, sudden change, kind of like, oh shit, fumble, like that helps you with that shit. When you see your man going down on your team, and he just throw that ball, like, you got to be ready. We call that shit nigga ball. I don't know what y'all call it everywhere else. Yeah, but again, you don't want the mom amongst the crowd and all the bad language and them talking about her son. You never know what's going on. We need them in the suites. Do you see Taylor Swift in a crowd with everybody? Absolutely not. You see her in the suites. You know what I'm saying? That's the special treatment, bro. Nobody want to be over there, in the front line, during the game like that. Not the, moms and shit like that. You got some that want to be energetic and out there with the crowd, but we don't need J Love sitting with all them people. J Love mom. Hey Zane, you said it, not me. You said it, not me. I told you I'd be whooping ass, man. And I'm still getting better, bro. Oh, I want no part of that. See, you can have it, Zane. Take it. I would never want to see anything like that. That is just that's just bad. Well, you damn right about that. And again, I'm sure the check will be fine, right? Y'all call that spirit of queer. Okay, I like that. We we called that shit a nigga ball. I don't know why. Who the fuck came up with that? And I don't know why, but that's what the fuck we was calling it, man. Maybe some people call it throw up tackle football, but hey, one dude start with the ball, You just go tackle his ass. When he get tackled, you just got to throw the ball up. And whoever catches it then, I don't even know how you win the game. You don't even, there's no winner. We just keep going until the recess bell ring. And then it's like, okay, go to class. The teacher's like, why the fuck y'all got grass stains all? What the fuck was y'all doing? Well, shit, I will hope so. But I swear, I want no part of it, TR. I am not a cold weather dude, man. Oh, now hey, what you want her to put a headset on, Go Mike? Yeah, he does. I'm not sure if they in the football though. That is funny. But then TR and Zane, with that being said, that means that both of you guys are admitting to being a queer. Because if it's called Spirit of Queer, or if it's called Smear the Queer has the ball. So y'all telling me y'all never had the ball and throw a football or nigga ball? So are you guys saying that you were queers at some point? Oh, hell yeah. Well, shit, that's what we called it. I don't know where it came from, but that's what we called the shit. And on that note, shit, I don't know about all that, but hey, she did a great job as a mom. Did a great job as a single mom for a long time. Did a great job as a mom, raising another daughter too. I think Love got a sister, and you know, without the man of the house in there. That might be true. And that might be true. Things change. Well, you want me to say pansy? Hey, I ain't mad. Hey, the first step is admitting it. Nah, for real. But you know, we gotta be careful with them words, man. This whole channel would get canceled fucking with them. Yeah, I mean, albeit with some injuries, right? You know, he's had a lot of time off too, rehabbing and dealing with injuries. But Aaron Jones is fine with me, man. Slowly. I think after this year he might do it, especially if we end it with a Super Bowl. But he is passing Ahman Green and just my heart, my passion of Packers running backs. I never thought anybody would be better than Ahman Green, Batman. You know, bro was amazing. You know, so yeah, man, we'll just end it on the amazingness of Ahman Green. But hey, thank y'all for coming through, man. Y'all didn't see it, watch the replay, hit that like button, you know. And you already know what time it is. Shout out to Goat Mike for coming through. Zane Strong, fashionably late, all right? Hey, you could be late, bro. Just be fashionably late, bro. Come looking good. You know, hey, anytime I went to the party, it was 2-3 hours into the party, you know. But when I came in, oh shit, you know, you gotta have that at least. So shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to John Bain and hit that like button, y'all. TR, of course. Goat Mike. Shout out to Monica Anaya. Shout out to Big Nate. I ain't see Big Nate today, but shout out to him anyway. Shout out to if I forgot about you, always. If I forgot about you, I didn't forget about you. Shout out to Mr. Vice President, of course. Shout out to Packers Kingdom, of course. You know, be on the lookout at some point. Packers Kingdom, you know, hey, he's the draft king, man. He is the draft king. Again, Ernie Martinez, always thank you for coming through, setting the tone. My boy Blake 22, you already know. John Baden again, hit that like button. Shout out to my boy Milto too. Catch the replay, Milto. Hey, and Milto, get on them dudes in the replay about the like button. So I'm out of here, y'all. Y'all have a good one. We will be back tomorrow. Wake and pack.